Hey, what's going on? What's up? As you may or may not know, Dark and Darker playtest just came out. I'm very excited to play it, but I know especially if you're not used to torrenting or anything of that sort, it might be a little bit hard to download it and get actually playing. So I do want to explain it for you, try and make it a little easy in case you're not sure what to do. I do have Iron Mace's official Twitter pulled up, which they do post updates about the game on. They actually recently posted that hash link just a few days ago. Essentially, you're able to decrypt it, but I don't recommend it because it's very time consuming. Uh, there are other people who already have those links decrypted. So I have one right here that's encoded base64. What I recommend is I'm going to put this in the description. You just go to base64decode.org and make sure it's on auto detect, and then it's going to decode to a magnet link. Now, with this magnet link, you're going to need to use some kind of torrenting software. What I use is uTorrent, and the download for it is just utorrent.com. I recommend when you download it, make sure you get the classic version. They have a web browser. I don't really want to deal with that. I think it's kind of stupid, but I already have the installer downloaded. So let me show you the process for it, because it is going to ask you if you want to install a couple extra things. So you're just going to click next a couple of times, agree, and then it's going to ask if you want CC cleaner. Make sure you decline these. This is stuff I don't really care about. But yeah, and then a couple more questions, then it's going to download. Also, I don't want to start it when Windows starts up. That's going to slow my computer down. But yeah, so essentially you're going to install uTorrent, and then once you have that pulled up, you're going to go to File, Add Torrent from URL, and use that magnet link that was decoded for you. And you're just going to paste it in there. It's going to put in either whether it's the patch or the actual game. For me, it's just checking because I already have it downloaded. But yeah, you're just going to download it through there. It's peer-to-peer downloading. That's what torrenting does. So it may download faster or slower depending on the time. Uh, but essentially, it's going to download like that. It's going to go to your downloads folder, which I have both the installer and the patch. What you're going to want to do is take the installer, make sure you run this first. So give me a quick second. It's going to be a normal little install wizard. Just click next. I agree. Install everything. It's going to install this on your computer. So after you have that installed, you may not be able to play the game yet because there's also the patch. So after you install the installer, just run the patch, same process, next, complete, and then it's going to finish installing. Once you have both of those done, then you should have the game completely working and installed on your computer. Give me a second, let me open it up, show you what's going to happen. It's going to bring you to a main menu screen, which is going to have an ID and a password. You don't need to go onto any website or anything to make that account. Essentially, you're just going to put whatever you want your account name to be. So I'll just put loadftvv and then whatever your password is. So let me put in a password, click login. It's going to say connecting for a second. Then it's actually going to give you a recovery ID, which make sure you don't forget that password. And if you ever do, this key is something that you're going to want to open a notepad with and then paste it into that notepad for future reference, just in case you do forget. But essentially, after that, click OK. And as you see, I'm in the game. Make your character. They got a new class, Bard, which I'm pretty excited for. But yeah, essentially, that's the entire process. And if you do have an issue where it just says connecting and you're just sitting there waiting for it to connect and it's not going anywhere, maybe it's connecting for like 4 or 5 minutes, it's possible you may not have installed the patch correctly. So what I recommend, close the game, then run the patch, make sure the game's not open when you're running it, and then everything from that point on should be pretty good. It'll install the game and you should be able to play. So I did try to make the video brief for you, but I look forward to playing this game with you guys, and take care.